Today I'm unboxing the Setpower DT45 dual zone fridge freezer with Bluetooth capability and the Setpower slide. Installing both into the back of my 4Runner and then putting them to test in a real world situation on an upcoming overlanding trip. I've actually been running the Setpower RV45S for about 3 years now. It's a 47-quart single zone fridge. I absolutely love it, and I even built my drawer system around it. But it's a single zone and has no Bluetooth.
Setpower sent me this DT45 to test, and I'm excited to see how the added features perform, especially for a fridge that comes in around $350. In the box, you'll find everything you need to get it ready for the road and trail. A quick start guide, both the AC power cord as well as the DC, and a set of tie-down mounting points.
So one of the biggest features that I'm excited to upgrade to with this DT series fridge is the fact that it's dual zones. So going ahead and firing this up, this allows me to control both of these compartments separately. This has a range of -4 to I believe 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can set the freezer down below freezing and you can keep things nice and cool, like beverages, in the larger compartment. In total, it's about a 48-quart fridge, so it's 1 quart larger than my previous fridge. I think that comes in the height. When you open this thing up, you'll notice some of the compartments are a little bit narrower, but it's a little bit deeper as well. So you still get the same amount of storage, if not a little bit more. So I'm powering this thing on my little EcoFlow River 2 Max, and while it's in the initial cool down phase, you can see the internal temp right now is 63 on the large side and 61 on the small side. I'm cooling this side down to about 4 degrees, and I'm cooling the larger side down to about 32 degrees. I am currently pulling about 75 to 80 watts during this initial cool down phase. I'm assuming that's going to change significantly. I also have the compressor speed set to max. That's a nice thing here. If you want to slow that down, you can adjust that to minimum compressor speed. That should drop, and there the watts have just dropped down to about 55 to 60. Another great feature right here on the main control panel is the battery protection. It has 3 settings, low, medium, and high, and basically what that does is it protects your starter battery. So this will, in the low setting, drain your starter battery down to about 9.9 volts, and then it'll shut off. So if your battery drops below that, the fridge itself will shut off to protect your starter battery. In the middle zone, it'll only drop it down to 10 volts, and in the high zone, it'll only drop your starter battery down to around 11 volts. So say you're nervous about getting your car started in the morning, you think this thing's gonna drain a lot, keep it on high and this thing will shut off. If you're more concerned about keeping things cold, set it to low. All right, the next feature on this fridge that I'm really excited about, not necessarily a feature that is new to portable refrigerators like this, but new to me, is the fact that this is Bluetooth capable. So right here on the front of the refrigerator is a sticker that has both Android and iOS. So I'm just gonna go ahead, scan that, go to the App Store, download the Setpower app, and walk through all the settings.
Once you're in, the app makes everything simple. You can adjust compressor speed, fine-tune each zone independently, and monitor temps in real time, all right from your phone. Super easy to use and quick to respond.
So as we open up the fridge, you see that you have 2 compartments, obviously. One's much larger, almost twice the size as the other one. The larger compartment does come with a basket. It also has a drain hole in the bottom, which is great because anything spills inside and you can wash it out. The smaller one does not come with the drain hole, but that shouldn't be as big of an issue since most people will probably use that as their freezer compartment. Another great feature that my other fridge had that I'm happy to see they've integrated on this is lighting. When you go into your fridge at night, it's great to kind of have everything lit up so you can see exactly what you're grabbing. One thing I noticed that I wish Setpower did a little bit differently is the lid hinges are set on one side. They're fixed. You can't move them to the next side, so you can't reverse the doors in which way they open. That will impact how you're going to actually put this in your vehicle. Say you have a compartment that you're fitting it in like I do. You can't choose which way the doors open. So on my vehicle, my fridge is all the way to the left. I'm just gonna have to get a little creative with the cord management. So it shouldn't be an issue, but it's definitely something to call out. Now, the other thing that Setpower sent me was this fridge slide. So this is an all metal slide. It fits the DT series, and I believe it also fits some other series of fridge. This thing is super smooth. Very good construction. It does add about 1.5 inches overall to the height of the fridge. So, if you're trying to fit this in a predetermined compartment, just know that whatever your fridge height is going to be, add about 1.5 inches. It's about 17.5 or 17.5 to be exact inches wide, and it's just over 27.5 inches deep. So I measured my compartment that I'm going to be putting this fridge in before I had Setpower sending me this slide. So I know it's going to fit. I don't think I have a 1/16 of an inch to spare as far as height goes. I might even be scraping the top of the fridge just a little bit, but once I get those tie downs cinched in here nice, I'm thinking this will clear everything perfectly. But overall, this setup is going to fit my rear drawer system perfect.
The last step before we take this fridge outside is mounting the tie down brackets to the fridge.
So with that, it's time to get this thing installed.
Sliding the mount into the drawer system, it fits perfectly into the fridge compartment. I'm bolting everything down with a little blue Loctite just to make sure everything stays nice and tight. And with that, I'm ready to drop in the fridge and see how it fits.
Oh my gosh, this thing fits perfect. If this thing was even a 1/16 of an inch taller, it wouldn't make this cutout that I have in my box system. So this is gonna be a perfect upgrade from my RV45 fridge. All right, we're gonna get this thing strapped down and then hook this thing up to some power and we are done. All right, I have the front straps all in, the back straps are tight.
I'm powering the DT45 with my new EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus, a reliable setup that keeps the fridge running smoothly wherever I camp. It's paired with EcoFlow's alternator charger, so the system stays topped off while I'm on the move.
This thing's ready to hit the road.
Time to get the DT45 loaded up for the trip. On the fridge side, I'm packing drinks, vegetables, condiments, basically everything I'll be using in the first day or two on the road. In the smaller freezer compartment, all the meat and long-term food goes in, keeping it frozen solid until I need it later in the trip. It's a simple setup, but it makes life at camp a whole lot easier. Like I mentioned earlier, one of my favorite features of this fridge is the Bluetooth. It's easy to stay connected to the DT45. The app keeps me updated on temps and power draw right from the driver's seat. No need to stop the 4Runner to check on the fridge. The trail ahead winds through open grasslands and rolling hills, with a few off-camber spots and some steep creek crossings. The fridge doesn't flinch. It's designed to run continuously on angles up to 30 degrees and can handle short bursts of up to 40 without performance issues. Perfect for uneven terrain like this. As I roll into camp, it's good to know everything inside made the trip without a problem. Food is cold, drinks are ready, and not a single thing out of place. The DT45 handled this trip exactly how I hoped it would. Steady temps, reliable power, and a setup that just works. For a fridge in this price range, it's tough to find something more capable or easy to use. If you want to check it out, I've got a link and a discount code for Setpower in the description, and using those helps support the channel. It's time to relax and sit down and have some dinner. Enjoy the view, and wind down with a cold one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe for more installs, gear reviews, and overlanding trips. I'll see you next time.